Alright, we return to the Legacy of Kain. Defiance with the air temple. Oh, I bet I can... block puzzles. It doesn't have anything behind it. Oh. Oh, I can't put that one there because that... Okay. I guessed right the first time is the lesson here. Whoops. Now I can do this. I feel like I probably need to get a thing I can stick in the little pedestal, but wherever that is, I don't know. Nope. Aha! The Howling Hot Stone. It's my rejected Harry Potter book. The Howling Hard Stone. Convenient.
I was transported to yet another ancient vampire chamber, this one apparently aligned with the elemental power of air.
It's getting a lot of left channel Raziel, so I wanted to make sure my...
These murals had suffered some damage. Once again I recognized the vampire's hero, but this scene revealed something new. For here they had also depicted his destined adversary, now partially obscured, who seemed to bear a flaming sword.
Unfortunate. I mean, Kain's got a flaming sword. That's not great. Well... It's me! Rude. I'm pretty sure it's also my world. Oh boy. Well, that's a lot of plants. Pardon me.
In winning all, we lost all. In winning what we thought mattered, we lost what truly mattered. But for you, there is a chance.
What chance is that?
The bliss of death.
Rude.
I offer it.
I do not accept it.
But I do
Hey.
not accept.
Good job, Raziel. Ow. I'm not sure if I'm just getting lucky with always getting the right one, or if all of them are always the right one. Okay, apparently I got super lucky in that every time I hit the boss, I got the right one. Pardon me. That's not a way to go. I don't think I'm supposed to be here quite yet. Whoops.
You too share the curse. Submit and be released.
Never.
Ow! Super rude. Ouch. Ow! Out of here. Again, I say super rude. Oh. I'm somewhat amazed I did that successfully. This was not where I was supposed to go. Okay, this was the room that I fought the first boss in. So I can just go right back here. Suck up these souls. This is not a great time for my TV to lose signal there for a second. But hey, Air Reaver.
As the Reaver absorbed the souls of the Mind and Dimension Guardians, it was imbued with the elemental power of air with which their principles were aligned.
Whee! I can go up here.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm starting early, threw off my whole schedule. I was planning to eat at 5, so I'd be done eating at 5:30 to then be ready for the stream.
I apologize.
It's chaos over here.
Yep.
Oh, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Okay, you sound dead inside.
Eh, I don't feel dead inside.
Okay. That's good, because if this game was killing you, then I don't know what to do. This is the good one. One of the good ones.
Believe me, this is one of the good ones. I think, like, gun to my head, you asked me what my favorite one of these has been so far, I'm still going to say Soul Reaver 2.
That makes sense.
Oops.
If you asked me
Not
to
that
pick
way.
one to personally replay, I would definitely aim for this one.
I can also see that.
I'm trying to remember, where did we even leave off last time?
We're in the Air Temple. So we've gotten the Air Reaver for Raziel here. I think the general gist of what we're doing here is we're trying to find Vorador, because he is the dude what originally forged the Soul Reaver. And I guess we needed to get the Fire Reaver and Air Reaver for Raziel before we could do that.
Apparently his mansion in the woods is really hard to get to.
Yes.
Still, Raziel's moving up. He's got light, dark, fire, and wind reavers. He's building quite the arsenal over here.
As opposed to Kain with just fire and dimension. Okay, this is where I end up, but I need one more thing to turn on the Uzi what's it. Let's just try popping into the spirit realm here. See if we can... Oh yeah, I fought 2 more bosses.
Oh.
One of them was...
That was big.
One of them I apparently did super lucky, because it does the, oh, it splits into multiple bosses, and only one of them's the real one.
Did you just guess the real one right away and kill it?
No, I guess the real one, like, 5 times in a
Oh,
row.
wow. Fun fact, by the way, of things cut from development of the game. Apparently, the reason Raziel's got to find his dumb Reaper power-ups again is because the Elder God dude, Squidman, crushed all of the Reaver fonts. So he's like, nah, remember those things you used to power it up back in Soul Reaver 2? Gone.
Nah, not here
Squished.
for you.
Taken off the board. So that was the idea behind this game and Raziel having to go get power-ups again. Of just like, god damn it.
Gosh darn it, Tony J.
Tony J stole your power-ups, you gotta go find them again. But better.
Why you gotta be such a dick, Tony J?
And the idea is that these are, like, better because they're permanent enhancements. You don't have to, like, stick the Reaver in a fire to get a Fire Reaver. You just turn it on. They're just in there.
This checks out. Does this still work? Nope. Because, like, Wind Reaver, or Wind was the power that broke apart, like, cracked walls in Soul Reaver 2, right? I'm not crazy?
No, you're correct.
In that regard? Okay. And yeah, okay, that's the Wind power. I'm so confused. Okay, this is apparently also just super not where I'm supposed to be. Oh, this is also not where I'm supposed to be. Because I did this last time where I fell down this hole and I was like, alright, let's not do another boss fight. And then, oops, I did another boss fight. Okay, apparently there is a climbable wall somewhere. That is what I'm looking for. There it is. Alright, now we've fixed the portal. Yay.
Sweet, actually, yeah, you've got all the Reavers that showed up back in Soul Reaver 2, don't you?
Yes. Light, dark, fire, and wind.
And, yeah. Dark, light, fire, wind, regular. Okay.
Oh yeah, and also our sick mural is, here's Yanis Adran fighting a dude what has a flaming sword, but the dude what has the flaming sword's all kind of marked out, so we can't tell who it is.
Mysterious.
Oh no! I'm about to sneeze.
Feel free. Bless you.
Sorry.
It happens. It's a natural thing.
Yeah. I'm glad all these shades that I think I ran past getting into this temple are just still chilling out here.
I mean,
like,
what do you do at that point? The guy you're supposed to stop just runs by you.
that's a great question.
Like, this was your purpose in life, and now he's gone, so the fuck?
Let's try using this air reaver in the combats. your soul. There are many dudes up here. Ow. That's super rude. I wish I kind of understood how to do like the special moves. Whoops. Cause like
I know they're supposed to have like
steal
weird
this
charge
man's-
attacks on all the Soul Reapers.
There's the weird charge attacks, but what I'm talking about is like these perforate carcasses.
Oh.
Because the button just kind of looks like forward
Shatter
and
spirit.
whatever, forward and button.
Maybe you just mash?
Perforate.
Oh, okay, you're totally right. It
It's
is
Chun-Li style.
just- Yep. Bye. Oh. This has not gone well. Huh. There we go. That was
Ozzy
awkward.
over here doing the million stabs.
I million stabbed too hard.
Knocked that man into like a weird waterfall nook.
Dead.
It's fine.
Alright, turn to the pillars. Kill more vampires. There are so many vampire hunters here.
Hit him with the glowy sword.
I'm trying.
Eventually they will run out of vampire hunters. See, the interesting thing here is, like, since Raziel's back in time, and he's got the free
Yes.
will, and he's like the one person what can change time pretty much any time he wants, because he is two Soul Reapers stuck together.
Yes.
So, shouldn't, like, all of these people he kills over the course of the game change history already, just as a result of them being killed by him, who shouldn't be there? Or is it just that because
Probably.
these are just, like, normal humans, they would have died anyways, so them dying has literally no impact on the timeline? Like, Kain was already going to kill all of these people, so the fact they died sooner actually doesn't matter.
Probably the second one. Probably, like,
These are all jobbers.
These are all footnotes in the annals of time.
These were all guy killed by Kain, 48. Guy
Yeah.
killed by Kain, 632.
But if he crashed into the World Trade Center,
I mean, they don't exist in this world, although they do blow up the Pillars of Nosgoth, which is kind of the same thing, I think. Also, you are super quiet.
That's probably for the best.
Let me crank up Serve's volume real quick.
Oh, that's your first mistake.
Alright, I think I can
see
hear
all
him
the
better.
racist.
He's better now. He's still a little bit on the quiet side, but it's fine. How's it going, Serve?
Getting new floors in my room, so I have to take everything out of my bedroom.
Why new floors? Did something happen to the old ones?
Because I don't like carpet,
Ah, that makes sense.
so I want nice, fake wood.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. There's multiple carpeted rooms in this house that are terrible.
The problem is that they get so grimy and gross. And if you spill something on them, you have to clean
You have to scrub that shit out, soak it. All kinds of weird cleaners in there. It's a whole ordeal.
bottom vacuum cleaner just sitting in the kitchen because I can't be in the computer.
So
My computer doesn't have a Wi-Fi card. I have to tether using USB tethering through my phone, so my phone can connect to the Wi-Fi, and then I use that.
how long is it gonna take him to get your floors done?
Well, they're gonna paint tomorrow.
With the Reaver endowed, the elemental power of air,
Might as well.
the way to Borodor's refuge lay open.
Makes
And
sense.
then on Wednesday they're gonna.
If the old vampire still lived, he alone could tell me
Okay.
how to escape the terrible destiny charted for me when the Reaver was forged.
I'm gonna be honest, I'd be really pissed if anything put me out of the house for any amount of time, just because, no, fuck you, I want my computer.
Well, at least I'm not out of the house. I'm just in my kitchen.
Yeah.
But I have to sit.
Oh, I got
have to sit in this uncomfortable as fuck kitchen chair.
oh Resident Evil 4.
Did somebody roll a boulder at you?
No, I got turned around in a straight line.
I'm not gonna ask how, I know how.
He just runs straight forward.
Borodor's refuge was
I
hidden
did,
deep
because I
within the
thought,
dark.
oh, it's not gonna point
But you
me
just jumped
backwards.
off
That'd be
that
dumb.
Mobius's cutthroat
You
speed.
just did that.
You did literally just jump up there a second ago.
But it'd be like, oh, maybe it's just like a weird little.
Well, maybe they thought that. Oh, he just jumped off.
You
of
thought the game was
cliff.
trying to
Maybe-
trick you.
Maybe
I
maybe
did.
we don't have to automatically turn him around.
And
You put him
so
to
I
play the
arrived
cutscene again and
at the
did it again.
citadel of my vampire
He's just stuck in a loop now.
long abandoned
Yep.
since their extinction eons ago.
Can't
Perhaps
escape
it
Legacy
still
of Kain
held the
Defiance.
wisdom of-
Although honestly, considering you took 2 steps in that direction
Here,
and they went to a
Mobius
cutscene,
said
why
I
did they
would find
even
proof that
make you
Raziel
walk those
was
2
not
steps?
what I thought he was?
That's
wasn't that just one
also
cutscene
a
going to the end of the
great
chapter?
But in
question.
sending me here, Mobius had done me an unexpected or perhaps
Why are you a
an
different
unwitting service.
Because he's switching
Because
characters.
that's how this game works.
This is the big
Not
finale of
Raziel.
Kane and Raziel's
My
adventure,
role
so he's got to
as
switch back and
scion
forth
of
between them.
balance, Whose secrets I was
This is
here
the last
to discover.
the last game that they ever
Yep.
made.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They tried to make that terrible team-based online thing, and then that didn't work.
Noskov.
Yep. Whoa. There we go. Weird plant ground hands.
Looking at this gameplay, it looks interesting.
It's not
This
bad.
game is
It's
good.
like I don't want to say like Devil May Cry Light, but it reminds me a lot of Devil May Cry 1.
But good.
Yeah, like if you stripped out most of the Resident Evil stuff from Devil May Cry 1 and just kept that part where you're hitting people with swords and have a like limited but still versatile enough moveset and like combos and crap.
Zoom died.
Why are you fighting Pokemon Tower ghosts?
They're shades.
From near?
Yes.
Yes.
Legacy of Kain is in the near timeline, lone fact.
What are these things? And why are they cool looking? And why are they speaking like Esperanto?
Legacy of Kain intersects with ending E of Drakengard. Because, the other guy, what's the other guy's name?
Raziel.
Raziel used the time machine.
I mean, everybody's using time machines.
That's true.
So like Sonic 06 where it's just all time travel nonsense.
Kinda.
But
it's
but
fun.
it's good time travel
It's
nonsense.
fun time
yeah.
travel.
Are you saying that Sonic 06 doesn't have fun time travel?
Yes, I'm saying that.
Yes.
It's very realistic. Don't you agree, TFP?
No.
Sonic 06 is the most realistic Sonic game.
least until the game based on the movie.
Oh, I hope they do
Why
that.
wouldn't they?
It's a great
So
question.
TFP, apparently you were fighting feral humans.
Here, no doubt, was the
All right.
evidence Mobius wished me
I've
to
looked up the enemy list.
For the vampires had prophesied not one, but two
What's
champions.
the difference between feral
One
humans and just
destined to be Nosgoth's
One of
redeemer,
them's feral.
the other
Aren't
its
we all
destroyer.
technically feral?
Not
The
really. I
vampire's
don't think so.
hero wielded
What's the definition of feral?
Forged for this very purpose. His opponent was clearly the
Wild
champion
state
of their
escaped from
adversaries,
captivity or
the
domestication.
and
So no,
brandished
not
a
really.
flaming sword. The foretold
Oh, hey, the Hilden had the
was
flaming
unambiguous.
sword like the
vampire
Raziel saw in the other.
Yeah, it looks like so. It looks
temple.
like the Hilden are gonna have a sick champion of their own to fight the vampire champion.
Well, man, what if the internet was just a way to domesticate humanity?
If anything, I feel like that's gone the other direction.
Yeah, like.
Like Queen Palpatine.
Because he's all
He's a super
messed up.
old
Because he's
vampire.
been. Yeah. Like, he's like thousands of years old at this
Dracula
point.
still look good.
No, he turned into like super old Gary Oldman with the big
The
like
Reaver
weird.
required some
hair
additional
bun thing.
enhancement before this door could be opened.
That wasn't even after thousands of years. That was after a few hundred at most. Also, wait, in what world was Dracula thousands of years old? It hasn't even been like 1,000 years since he would have been alive.
Ask Sir these questions.
That's
not
what I was
me.
trying to do, but he went quiet.
So anyway,
Hold on, let me nothing personnel kid all these feral humans.
teleports behind you.
Yeah, that's the power of the Dimension Reaver.
Kain can just teleport behind you and be like, yeah.
It's a hologram.
It's a pretty cool move.
Fighting people like that doesn't seem very sanitary.
He's a vampire, it's probably fine.
Oh, I gotta go all the way back to the beginning of this area.
Do it without getting lost.
Legacy of Kain. Probably.
Look, not all backtracking is created equal in these games. Sometimes you go back to an area and it's fun, and sometimes you just have to run around in circles.
Excuse me.
Oh my god, they Blanca ball you.
Argento, I'll take that.
Where's the weird squiggly line at the bottom keep going down?
That's my super meter, so when it's full I can do my sick nothing personnel kid move. Or, depending on which Reaver I have equipped, other cool special moves.
Wait, I thought the other guy had this.
They both
The
do.
answers I sought,
They
sure,
both have the Soul Reaver.
But to unlock the chamber, the balance
Because time travel.
had to be fully restored.
Yeah.
So did one of them get one from like a different period of time or something?
Yeah. So Kain,
So-
Kain had the Soul Reaver, and then this dude named Mobius was time traveling and gave a Soul Reaver to a dude that he told Kain to kill. So that dude and Kain were both fighting with two different versions of the same sword from different points in time, and Kain broke it. And then at some point,
Broke the other dude's Soul
he broke
Reaver.
the
not
other
his.
Soul Reaver, killed that guy, fucked up time, and then Kain was like, alright, I'm gonna go take over the world, and he took over the world, and thousands of years later, He was like, alright, Raziel, I'm about to hit you with this fucking sword that eats souls. You're gonna really not like this. And then he hit Raziel with it, and the sword fucking broke over Raziel's back. And Raziel, like, got a weird energy version of the sword stuck to his arm that ate souls. Which is what Raziel's got. He's got the weird energy sword thing. And then Kain went back in time and got the original version that he had broken in the past that was then put back together, and that's the one he's got now.
That ironically doesn't eat souls at this point, I
No,
don't
this one
think?
just drinks blood.
Yeah.
What?
And then Raziel found out that the reason the other one ate souls
Eat souls?
is because
he was in
his
it.
soul stuck in the Soul Reaver, which means he's got himself from the future wrapped around his arm as an energy sword. So Raziel's sword is him in the future, after he gets trapped in this sword.
Yeah. Serve. How's it going, Serve?
Time travel's the best.
So I watched The Boys.
Oh. KF's parents are
My
that.
parents watched the...
That's weird. That show
Yeah.
does not seem like something your parents would be into. My mom wouldn't be into it. That's weird. Man, that show.
But it's
that show
okay,
goes
'cause-
places.
I hear it's actually a lot better than the comics, so...
I think
Do-
they changed
do they-
a lot of things from the comics that make it.
The comics were way edgier.
Yeah.
Do they have any conversations about how female vagina fluids make cocaine better? Okay.
It's a lot tamer.
That's already
and
way
actually-
better than the comics.
It's a lot tamer, and that actually makes.
I think that makes it a lot better, honestly.
Yeah.
It makes it more realistic when everyone is not just, like, tearing people in half every 5 seconds, and... Yeah,
Well,
I
I
don't
mean,
know,
so
the
some
comic was
people
too
get-
much...
Some people get fucking torn in half, but
Yeah, but not, like, on the degree that the comics go.
yeah. And I assume.
The comics are
wrote
just super gross
that?
all the time, and it feels
Was that like
unnecessary.
a... Is that like a Garth Ennis joint?
Yeah.
Because it seems
It's a
like...
Garth Ennis
Okay. Seems like it'd be a Garth Ennis
But I
thing.
Rich
think because they
Evans
turned
apparently
down
was
a lot
way
of
into
the-
the boys, by the way.
I'm somehow not surprised by
Into the
this.
show, that is, not the comic.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, because it's toned down a lot, and a lot of the dialogue is written by somebody
Who isn't Garth Ennis?
Isn't Garth Ennis?
who is an adult.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Who is an adult. I think a lot of the drama actually works a lot better for it.
Oh, there's no subtlety in the comics. It was all turned up to 11 all the time.
Yeah. Oh, let me tell you, that fucking ending, like, the show, like, is really subdued for a long period, and then when they turn it up, it actually feels impactful.
Like a big deal, because it hasn't
Yeah.
been at 11 the whole time.
Yeah. Man, that ending of that first season, I actually can't wait for the second one to come out.
Yeah. A ringing endorsement.
Speaking of second seasons of shows, I finished watching the second season of Legion with my parents as well.
How are they feeling about that?
They really want to watch the third
Yeah.
season.
Is Legion the X-Men thing?
Yes, kind of.
Yes.
Like, yes,
Sort
but
of.
also no.
Isn't Legion, like, Xavier's crazy son who can't control his powers and shit like that?
Yep.
Yep.
That show was amazing.
What's the other one you guys been watching? Doom Patrol?
Oh yeah, Doom Patrol.
Yes.
That was really good too. Mostly just because I can't believe DC actually let them make that fucking show. In much the same
It's
way I can't
kind of-
believe that, like, Marvel let them make Legion.
Yeah.
They're both weird in similar ways.
Similar, but also very different,
Yeah.
I would say.
But I feel like they're not. One of those shows could turn into the other for an episode, and I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah.
Like, they're weird in different ways, but they could very easily reach the same places.
I'm so glad Doom Patrol is also getting a season 2.
Yeah, I'm really glad they didn't just let that one die.
You know what I'm surprised by? That Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Supergirl, and Arrow...
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is
Archer,
ending.
What the fuck was it called? Arrow?
Arrow.
Yeah, Arrow,
That-
which is the Green
Yeah,
Arrow
like
show.
all that shit's still going on. Like I figure that's.
Arrow and Agents of Shield are ending after this season.
Yeah, they're finally done.
But the
I
point is, I
heard
didn't know
rumors.
they had been going. Like I thought Agents of Shield was done. Like
No, they're on like season 7 right now, maybe 8. I don't remember which.
Seven,
I feel like 7 is the right one.
I think.
I almost never hear
Yeah.
anybody talk about it, so that's why I was like.
The
surprised.
first
It's-
couple of seasons were alright. I haven't watched it since.
Yeah. I haven't watched since Kyle MacLachlan was the bad guy,
Yeah.
and mostly I
was
just
fun.
watched that because Kyle
Kyle
MacLachlan was the
MacLachlan
bad
is
guy.
a villain in Agents of Shield.
Yeah, he's Mr. Hyde.
Yes.
How comically evil is he?
Oh, you remember when he TFP, do you remember the makeup job whenever he takes the big dumb Hyde formula? He gets like a
Oh
giant
yeah,
caveman
no.
brow. Oh, it's amazing.
It's yeah.
Hold on, sir. I'll find you a picture, don't worry. Oh man, this is worse than I remembered.
Hold on, let me switch tabs to the Discord.
I haven't
so
found
can-
one yet. I'm looking for the best possible example over here.
Because if it's worse than you remember, and like I remember it being pretty bad, like
I think it's mostly because
I
everyone's
hesitate.
screenshots of him just have him making an already funny face while also having the makeup. It's like it's exacerbating the problem by a ton. Also, it's hard to find just like a decent, like, full body shot. Because it's all close-ups. And I really need you need the pose for the full effect.
where am I going? Let me go back to my guide here. Climb the wall, exit the hallway. Oh, I'm just supposed to bounce. Alright.
Is he like the doppelganger from the big season?
If only.
You wish.
Man, I can't find the picture. There's like a specific shot I'm looking for. Where he was like chasing Agent Coulson around a room in like the biggest, dumbest like caveman shuffle.
I knew better than
I
to
cannot
assume
find
you
it.
always
I'm
remain
sad.
silent.
Maybe if I just look for a GIF.
Oh, not that way. Oh, shades. Get out of my face. But yeah, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Arrow are ending, and then Supergirl still exists, I
Wasn't there a
guess.
Flash show too?
Alright, I've given up. I'm just going for the headshot.
Yes.
What the fuck is that?
That's Kyle MacLachlan. as the villain from Agents of Shield season 3.
I think
or
it's
4,
3.
2. I don't remember which one.
Like, I remembered it being a rough makeup job, and then it was like, oh. The other thing to note here is that he was also, like... He was, like... It's hard to describe. But he was, like, bulked up. Not like he was in, like, a muscle suit or something, but noticeably bigger. Because he was supposed to be, like, halfway to hulking out or whatever. And he walked with this weird, super awkward, like, arms and shoulders out to his side shuffle. Ugh. I was really hoping I could find that gif of him in action, but...
You might be able to just find like a YouTube
Probably.
clip of it. But yeah, also that show got way into like the Inhumans in a weird way because
God
that
dang
was coming up on the ABC time slot thing, and they're like, "All right, Inhumans, it's gonna take off." And then, you know what didn't take off?
Hmm.
The Inhumans.
The Escapist is still a thing.
It died, and then it came back, and then it died again, and now it's back again, or something. I don't know.
As Zero Punctuation is really the only thing that's keeping it alive, huh?
Oh, there's a broken wall that I missed. There's the issue. Key switch. Don't use it yet. Stick to the right. Oh. Oh! Kain, what are you doing? I'm very lost right now.
You
But
open your
what
map.
else is new? There is no map in this game, sir.
What?
Why would you need a... Weirdly enough, there's no map in this one, but there was in Soul Reaver 2. Which was a game that arguably needed a map even less.
I was like, wait, was there a map in Soul Reaver? There was a map in Soul
Yeah,
Reaver
it was just
2,
terrible.
and the map was like, yeah.
Because it was like a world map.
Maybe that's
You
why
couldn't
they
move
didn't
around or
include
select
one.
anything at all.
Maybe that's why they didn't include that. They're like, we can make maps before they were able to put maps.
I think maybe they're just really bad at maps.
I can't believe this video game doesn't have maps. 0 out of 10. This game's terrible. Don't play it. It's
Oh,
just
wait.
frustrating.
This looks new.
Did you stumble across the correct direction?
I thought I did, but Kane's not commenting on this dope picture.
What about that glowy door?
Glowy Door takes me back to Fire Temple, I think, and I need to not go there quite yet. Oh wait. I need health, so we're gonna...
I had somebody on Discord try to tell me, explain to me the majesty of Sakura Wars. Like I already wouldn't fucking know.
What is Sakura Wars?
It's a turn-based tactics game, like Final Fantasy Tactics.
Mm-hmm.
but it has
Isn't it?
visual novel and like shit spliced into it. Visual novel and dating sim. That was the other one.
Ah, I found the correct way. We're good.
So he was like, hey, you know, I was like, yeah, man, I don't know what the fuck we're talking about. He was like, have you ever heard of Soccer Wars? I was like, yeah, of course I fucking heard of Soccer Wars.
How do you think
Let me
you're
tell
talking
you
to?
about it. It's like, I know everything about it. Like, I've seen the anime, I've read the manga, I've seen the movie, I've watched Let's Plays of the game, where it's Japanese. And getting through a Yakuza game in Japanese is already hard enough.
I received rusted scales.
Great.
Yeah.
Throw that guy into the wall.
I can. With my telekinesis powers. Yeah.
Whoa. You lost a few frames there.
It's probably fine.
Is your double okay?
I've dropped 205 frames.
The stream is not professional at all.
It's
Good.
not. Yeah.
Are you ever going to be esports with this kind of production?
I'm not.
Where are your sub notifications?
Fucking what subscribers serve?
You need your sub notification and your donation sounds like every 5 fucking minutes. Hey, look, you got a Banjo-Kazooie puzzle piece now.
I mean, kinda.
Oh, Legacy of Kain. I'm glad I hit a checkpoint, like, as I was doing that nonsense.
What happened?
He just jumped directly
jumped
into the
in
water.
water.
Nice. Oh.
Vampires don't like water, so
Apparently, still do not like
Still
water.
water does kill vampires.
Yeah, seems like it.
Answered that
This fire?
age-old
Okay, that's
question
fire.
From the Castlevania Netflix series,
Yeah.
puts the debate to rest. I love. That's maybe one of my favorite scenes in that whole show because the vampires don't even know what their weaknesses are. It's like, does it kill us? I don't know.
Does rain kill us? I'm so sad that Peter Stormare's character gets off so quickly. It was the fucking
Now.
best.
The third fragment
He was
of the
too good to
balance
last.
endowed the Reaver
I
with
like
the elemental
bolts.
power of lightning.
I'm a fucking Viking. I like both. Now I have a lightning reaver.
Nice.
Is the Lightning Reaver better than your
Dimension reaver.
Dimension Reaver?
It's
Maybe.
different. I feel like a lot of these reavers are roughly the same. They're just different. Like their special moves are different.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
But with doors closing traps, you like to just turn into this.
You can only mist through insubstantial barricades. We've had me and Make Me Mad have had this discussion multiple times.
Yeah, like you can't miss through a keyhole. It has to be like a barred gate or something.
Is that
Yeah.
because game design or because the game specifically says it has to be that?
I mean, both.
Because the game, yeah.
The game specifically says
When
it
you
has to be that because otherwise it'd be too hard to design the game.
Yeah.
I mean, they can just make it the
It's
click
like
button.
the cut anywhere system from Revengeance. They had to take it out because it was too good. If you could just cut anything apart, then you can't make a game.
I kind of wish we got at least a stealth version of the Vengeance. I kind of want to see what that would look like. What that would.
I want to see the version of Revengeance where you actually could just cut your way through anything in the level. Because I want to see the speed run of that. And is it just someone like tunneling through a wall?
Okay, the boss is directly northeast. We're just gonna cut right through that shit.
Just gonna turn in that direction and then just run forward swinging. And just carve away through the world until you just kick out into the wall into the boss room. They're like, what the fuck?
First boss is against some geckos at PS4. Who the fuck? Who would be the final boss? Because that shit was supposed to take place during PS4.
Vamp. You cut him and then he just reconnects, like Monsoon style.
Probably Vamp.
Because Raiden does more post Vamp. Not much.
Final boss fight is you armless fighting a bunch of people.
Yeah, fighting those frog units.
The final boss is you versus Arsenal gear with no arms.
It's a 30-minute mashing button. You try to stop the fucking.
It's like the
Arsenal
microwave
gear
hallway
from Snake.
Like the microwave hallway all over again.
Yeah.
Just never stop mashing.
I've made it almost to the end of that macro wall. I remember when the game first came out, I kept like restarting that area because I thought like, okay, there has to be a way.
You thought you could do it better.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a Kojima game. We're fucking surprised.
There's a hidden secret if you can actually mash your way to the end of the hallway.
Yeah.
What if there still was and just nobody ever found it? Nobody's good enough.
Don't use turbo. Or
Yeah, I was about to say, I think some people have done turbo or at least like tabs or something like that.
Statue's kicking my ass.
But
It's
I
weird
think after
because
a
the
while,
attacks are so slow and telegraphed.
I think
The issue is there's a big delay on when like you can't cancel out of your sword swings into
that's like
dodges.
some bitch shit. You're just-
I am. It's
Just roll
true.
cancel.
Could you shoot him with your telekinesis?
No.
Okay.
Maybe don't do the 3-hit swing, just do 2.
It's okay, he won.
It's-
You didn't do it good enough for me.
He's gotta go back
Basically
and
not
S rank the
easy,
fight.
you.
If he's not getting a pure platinum at the end of every chapter, what's even the point?
Yeah. I'm gonna complain about this. I'm gonna get mad at people who play Devil May Cry 5 on easy mode.
Were the people getting mad because other people played Devil May Cry 5 on easy mode?
I think there was some article that somebody releases like I played Devil May Cry 5 on human and I enjoyed it. And some people got mad. And I'm like, why the fuck are you getting mad? At least they played the game and
The
liked it.
difficulty
Just
is
found a way
there.
to enjoy it themselves.
Yeah.
The difference is if you say that the game's bad unless you play it on that difficulty.
Yeah.
But they just said like I didn't really like playing on a harder difficulty. I like playing on human because I'm just not that good.
Yeah, like there's a difference between I played the game on an easier difficulty because I am bad at the game, and man, the music is super bland, what's the deal with that?
Yes, still kind
I mean, to be fair, Devil May Cry music is kind of beats.
Can we ban TFP from his own stream?
No.
No.
You have no power over him here.
I'll try.
I mean, you technically have some power over him, and you could say horribly racist things,
Oh.
but that's
man.
really all you have.
I'll contact Susan.
You can utilize your freedom of speech, and that's it.
Yeah, you better watch what you say about video games. Yeah. I'm gonna fucking lose it. You know what they say about violent video games?
The radical.
They're fun. Yeah.
But that guy got weird cartoon eyes.
Oh, I've received kinetic shackles.
Sounds alright.
Let's check out how to do kinetic shackles.
You know who else got shackled?
Kinetic shackles.
People in
There's a
the
few places this could be going.
People that are into bondage. They
Oh, that makes sense, yeah. I thought thought you were going
What?
for an Epstein joke.
Oh boy.
A what joke?
Let's
Moving
talk
on.
about this
We're going back to the fire. Back to the fire zone.
Go back to fighting this fire gargoyle. You don't want to talk about current events.
Not particularly. Oh, now there are 2 statues. Ow.
So you said you didn't want to go through the glowing door.
I didn't want to go through the glowing door at the time when you said go through the glowing door because I didn't have the lightning reaver.
Oh, dude.
And I need that to continue the video game. There's one statue down.
Why don't you use your lightning powers?
I did. Stream delay.
You're playing the video perfectly.
I
this
am.
peak performance.
This is peak Legacy of Kain Defiance performance.
Practically speaking.
What you don't know is that he's taking all these hits on purpose because otherwise, it's to get these
RNG
enemies locked
manipulation.
into certain animations that make the fight actually go faster.
Yeah.
If he was
If he actually didn't
actually
wanna-
doing super well, this would take longer somehow.
If he didn't actually want to play this game because he would do too well at it, and he wouldn't have anything to talk about.
Exactly.
Oh, that's my favorite thing from the whole Two Best Friends era. Just Pat can't play Resident Evil 4 on the channel because he'd crush it. He's too good at it. There'd be nothing to talk about the whole time. Cut immediately to the 2-part safety dance montage. Oh, good times.
You know what? His girlfriend's not much better. I'll never forget watching Paige play I Am Baba. She's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that was pretty good. By pretty good, I mean like soul-crushingly terrible.
Oh my god, it was.
It hurts.
There's a really good compilation
Yep.
of that one level. Can anything else is you, or is you is not Baba?
No, you're not Baba. You are you. But you become Baba.
Good times.
It's amazing because sometimes she absolutely crushes it, and sometimes it's that. Like, she destroyed Bloodborne, she's super good at it, compared to Pat at least.
Yeah, because all she has to do is the R1, and a bit of R2, R2.
It's fair.
Yeah. Get the R1, 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 or the R2, 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 and you will be sucked.
But I Am Baba requires her to sometimes
Think.
not be Baba, and sometimes.
Baba is you is the name of the video.
It's
game.
like-
Thank you.
It's like when she was trying to do the shadow puzzles back in Resident Evil 7.
Oh, that was the funniest shit.
My favorite part about that is where she's doing the puzzle, and then Pat just whispers, "You serious right now?"
Oh, no, this is where I came from. This way?
Kain is you.
Kain is me. Soon Raziel will be me. Maybe.
If Raziel's so important, why's it got?
Because Kain started it.
Because Kain is also important.
Why can't they share equal space?
They are in this game.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's called the Legacy of Kain.
Yeah, because it's the Legacy of Kain series because he started it. But they're both main characters in this one.
So this game has hilarious naming schemes, much like the Fast and the Furious. So the first game was called Blood Omen: Legacy of Kain. The second game was called Legacy of Kain: Soul Reaver. The third game is Soul Reaver 2: The Legacy of Kain series. Oh my god, fireballs.
Yeah, the title kind of went weird there.
And then Blood Omen 2: The Legacy of Kain series.
That reminds me more of the first Blood movie.
Rambo.
How the first one's called First Blood, the second one's Rambo First Blood Part 2, and the third movie just called Rambo 3. Because nobody called him by fucking First Blood, it was called Rambo. And the fourth movie is called Rambo.
Aren't they making another one?
They are. It's got the trailer's got the hit song "The Old Town Road," I think.
Oh, I didn't notice that. I watched the trailer and the main takeaway I got from it was it's Rambo versus a drug cartel from Mexico or
Oh,
something.
do you know what it's called?
I know.
Rambo
Last Blood?
Right, no, yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that now. God.
They can't help themselves.
To be fair, what would you title the final Rambo movie?
Is this the final Rambo movie, though?
I hope so.
It's called
And
Last Blood.
do you
Is
think at
it?
some point during this movie Rambo is going to have an illegitimate child who then becomes the next Rambo?
Yes.
Okay, you know what? Since they called the last movie Rambo, I would just call it Rambo 2.
Fair.
Just like how,
I mean,
just like
like-
how instead of calling it Doom Eternal, they should have just called it Doom 2.
Yeah.
Or instead of God of War, whatever suffix they're gonna add onto it, they should go call it God of War 2.
Honestly, I
made
honestly
this-
assumed the next one was just going to be called Gods of War.
I wouldn't be fucking surprised.
That seems like the way they would go with
You-
it, because they'll probably
You've
have...
made this terrible naming scheme decision, now you lie in it.
You should call it War Gods instead.
Oh, yeah! It's a fighting game.
Now,
Yeah.
now you're talking.
God, that game's good.
I mean, that's what, NetherRealm's going to be working on now that they've ended Mortal Kombat.
I can't believe people actually think NK11's story was good. Well, I can't believe it because people thought NK11's story was good, but
MKX, you mean?
whatever.
Like, MK9 was good, and then
Oh,
everything
wait.
since then has been bad, and I don't know how people can see this.
Because they set a standard too high that they couldn't.
Oh man, speaking of Mortal Kombat shit, I saw a really funny comment based on because we haven't talked about the bad wrestling that happened.
Oh, we haven't, no.
Because I didn't fucking watch
Yeah,
it.
no,
It
God,
was
I had other
terrible.
things to do.
So I had a moment where I was like, I'm not doing anything. Let's check this out, and it was just a video package, and I went, I'm done. I'm out.
You're not
Done.
into the new Bray Wyatt?
No. But the new Bray Wyatt was the thing that someone mentioned that it was like Mortal Kombat
assumed.
because he did the sick neck snap and that wasn't the end of the
Yeah,
match.
he didn't. He broke Finn Balor's neck, and then Finn Balor got back up and did sick drop kicks.
A new area of the vampire
Because it was just an X-ray
city
move. That's not a finishing move. They're very different.
I still had much to discover.
Fuck, you break someone's neck, and then they just get back up, and they're like, no, I'm good, let's go. On a related note, Shibata's apparently wrestling again.
Yeah, that's questionable.
Shibata?
Katsuyori Shibata
Katsuyori
is a
Shibata,
man.
who is a huge badass, but who also is hilariously slapdash with his own health, and had to
She's the one
retire a
that-
couple years back.
She's the one that lands on his neck all the time.
No, that's Kota
No,
Ibushi.
that's Kota Ibushi.
Nestled deep in
Katsuyori
the Black
Shibata
Forest,
headbutted a man so
Vorgor
hard he
had
broke
once
his
held
own
court
neck.
over a private kingdom.
And then kept wrestling.
Decadent as it
Wait a
was
minute.
He finished
Yeah.
the
Why,
match.
why was he headbutting
Now,
at full ROM? But
all
they
was
still were
still.
supposed to pretend.
I hoped I had not
Nah,
been too late.
strong style though.
Nah,
He's got to actually hit you.
Japanese wrestling is weirdly intense.
You gotta make it look
for-
good, and the only way to make it look good is to headbutt someone so hard you break your own neck.
Break yourself for our entertainment.
Man, Vordor is so cool.
Voldo is
It's big dumb.
Mordor
That's
is
not what I said.
he's Italian, don't you know? Why is your health a swirl when you're other guy?
That's how it looks.
Sasana, what's his name? Asriel?
Raziel.
Did you call him Zaslamel?
I couldn't remember.
No.
It sounds like the first. We were talking about Soul Calibur.
I thought you called him Azrael.
He
Like,
did, but he threw in his Zaslamel before that. And I was like, what?
No. I want to point out something really funny because remember when I was playing as Kain earlier and I like jumped in water accidentally and super
Yeah.
died. Raziel can swim.
It's true. No, Raziel's a zombie vampire.
Yeah, Raziel's like a weird ghost wraith vampire.
Check that shit out, sir.
Oh yeah, that was him breaking his neck because he headbutt that man so hard.
That was the headbutt that broke his neck and gave him like fucking internal hemorrhaging in the brain.
That's why he looks so fucked up.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that
get
wink
health
is him
insurance.
basically going, "Oh, I may fuck something up there." And then I just broke my own fucking neck.
They get health insurance, right?
I
No.
don't fucking know what Japanese wrestling is like as far as insurance goes, but I'm gonna say no.
Because I know American wrestlers don't.
Oh god, no.
It's just expensive.
What am I doing? Oh, I gotta. Oh, right. Okay, I've now made this barrier insubstantial, so now I can shift to the spectral realm and walk through this broken window.
Yeah, because there's still bars.
Oh, video games.
And as we all know, Raziel is helpless against thin iron bars.
It's
Not
true.
like he was just yanking those things off the wall left and right back in the first game. But, you know, whatever.
Oh shit.
There you go, sir. Another example of the fact that in Japanese wrestling, they really don't know how to fake hitting each other.
Oh, is this gonna be the? Oh, that was not what I was expecting that to be.
What were you expecting?
I was expecting the Dragon Lee, Toromo Takahashi,
Oh, right.
Dragon Suplex or Phoenix Plex that went real bad.
A lot of necks getting broken.
Yeah,
Be careful with your necks, people.
Like,
They're
I'm-
important.
they're important. Kota Ibushi.
Nah. Isn't.
That's a good hit right there. Sweat clouds.
Here, let me find a picture to show you exactly how little Kota Ibushi cares about his own neck. And that literally nothing about this move requires him to land on his neck, but he does regardless.
What the fuck? I love how you...
Yeah, no, he made that into a move that endangered his life. It wasn't originally, but he was like, nah, that shit's weak, hold on.
You gotta sell this for the fans.
Yeah. I gotta land on the neck.
If he's not landing on his neck after every move, is it really an Ibushi match?
You think you wouldn't land on your neck TFT for your fan?
No. God,
You
no.
wouldn't land on your neck on a stream.
Every time you die in the game, you have to land on your neck.
Oh, I see what I fucked up here. Eh. There we go.
This pool seemed related to the portals which had transported me into the vampire ruins, but its surface was disturbed.
How is their
by the
PUBG
spouting of these
cosplay? Isn't it just people
gargoyles.
in, like, military outfits or something?
Well, it's
With frying pans.
It's the guy on the cover with the weird helmet. But it's hanging that ass out.
But yeah, and then good wrestling also
Yeah,
happens.
the good wrestling was good.
Yeah,
Good wrestling.
the Japanese kinds.
So the bad wrestling was not the Japanese kind, was it the American kind?
Yes.
Yes.
I wonder what American wrestlers do. Japanese wrestlers.
That's cool shit that they get to do and we don't.
You don't allow people to do
No, it's generally frowned upon. You can't be like Kota Ibushi in yet another GIF here, where he just decides that he needs to land on his neck. Why? I don't know.
This mural was similar to one I had seen before in the fountain room.
He could have fallen 100 different ways, but no, head first. Doesn't
That's not
stop with
dead.
him. I have no fucking clue. The craziest thing is, his family is one of the richest fucking families on the planet.
So
That
he
dude
doesn't
said
even
he
have
could
to-
he doesn't have to work a day in his fucking life if he doesn't want to. And yet he goes out and lands on his neck constantly in wrestling matches. It's insane.
I wonder how many times he's had his neck rebuilt.
As far as I know of, none really. Like, I don't think he's ever been really seriously injured or had like miss anything for a serious neck injury or anything. He seems to just always be fine regardless of how many times he lands directly on his head and neck.
Oh, the other funny part about all of this is all of the stories about how Kota Ibushi is a fucking weird human being outside of wrestling.
Really? The
That is
guy that
awesome.
likes to land on his neck is kind of weird? Please tell me more.
Like, there was the story about how he lost his luggage or something. Or, what was the thing? It was for like that first CEO show. That was what it was.
He got...
Oh,
Like,
stop.
every time he comes to America, he ends up getting lost and then drunk, and then, like, standing on a car shooting fireworks at his dick, and then does a somersault off a car, and it's like, yeah, fuck it, whatever. And then somebody has to go, like, pick him up and take him to his hotel, because he doesn't know where it is or where he's staying. It's just like, god damn it, Ibushi.
This door clearly required some artifact.
At what
before
point
it
does
would
it
open.
stop being accidental and it just starts, it just does it? Just cause. Purposely gets lost. I don't know, maybe he actually has some serious mental issues.
I mean, he does land on his head a lot. As evidenced by this video of him landing on his head yet again.
How many times have you gone through?
Like every match, multiple times. That's one of the worst ones, though.
Oh, I think I've seen this. Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That one at least legitimately looks like it maybe wasn't.
That one was probably not intentional, no.
But,
That it went down that way. It just did.
or who knows, maybe he.
I can't click the webm
It's
while
the
I'm
Nitro
streaming.
one.
Who's? Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know the one.
Yeah, I know the one. Man, what if the G1 finals, instead of being Knife Pervert, was instead Tetsuya Naito?
I mean, it would have been if Naito could win a match.
God damn it, shut up!
He just doesn't have it, man. I don't know what to tell you. He couldn't get it. He couldn't
He's
get
so
it
cool,
done.
though.
Naito's a B+ player, TFP.
But have you seen his cool suits?
I have seen his cool suits. They're radical.
How's Fire Emblem TFE?
It's good.
Is it better than Fates? Is
Yes.
it better than Shadow?
Echoes, Shadows of Valencia?
Yes, that exactly that. That's what I was gonna say.
Yes.
Probably.
You never played it.
I
played,
played
like, a
the first,
mission.
like, 3 missions. Yeah.
I'll tell you this much. I played like a mission of that and then quit, and then this one I played for like 70 hours straight.
Damn.
Oh,
That's
my
a
eye
good
is
fan.
itching. There we
It's a
go.
good Fire Emblem.
It is.
What house did you join?
Who are you asking?
Who are you asking?
Both of you.
I'll let Make Me Mad answer first, because his answer is, so shocking.
I joined
out
the
of
Black
left field.
Eagles, because why wouldn't I?
I joined the Golden Deer.
Everybody seems to either be Golden Deer or Black Eagles.
Because the Blue Lions guy is kind of nuts.
The Blue Lions suck.
And yeah,
Lions.
Okay, hold on. Let me find real quick. Let me find pictures of the whole lineup.
I bet they're just misunderstood.
They're really not.
the
And find. It'd be really helpful if this site just, gave me all these instead of doing it. Damn you, Nintendo Twitter.
where am I going? Hold on. Do. Jumping glide to your right. Hop. Now we're switching. This jump is tricky. Aiming for the pillar on the far side of the courtyard.
There, and alright.
Ah!
Here you go, sir.
Father.
Let me give you some definitive proof here. This is the Black Eagle House and the students therein. Look at those cool ass motherfuckers.
Well...
Look at them. Look how cool they are. And then here...
Four of them are
Here's
cool.
the golden deer. And look at all those cool people. Look how rad they are. One of them is just Chie.
It's true. I don't think Surf's here. He got a
That's
phone
mother-
call. I fucked up a jump, and now I have to go back around and...
You gotta
okay.
go past
Now
the
he's back.
insubstantial barrier again. Serve you back.
Yep.
I am back.
Alright, look at those two cool ass houses of students up there and how cool they are.
I bet you joined just for Eldengard.
Nah, actually, it was for the other people because they had the coolest class. Yeah,
Okay. Golden Deer has.
The bottom left girl in Black Eagles is maybe my favorite character in that game, or one of.
Petra.
no, Bernadetta.
No, left.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Although Petra's really cool too.
Petra's a good spell and Shin Megami Tensei.
Yeah, Bernadetta, Dorothea, Petra, Casper. I like everybody in the Black Eagles that's not Ferdinand.
Let's draw for now.
Ferdinand sucks. That guy's a
The
chode.
Is he the womanizer? I think I
No.
heard about it.
Yes. Well,
No.
no. Well. Well.
Not really. How is he a... No? I don't recall him hitting on a single person the whole time I played the game.
Damn, look at Leone.
Yeah, she's basically Chie. It's radical, right?
Okay,
and then you've got these fucking losers. Look at that lame ass class of people no one cares about.
what about Mercedes?
You can recruit her. You can just
What
take
about-
her from that class and put her in your class instead, and then what? The whole rest of that class is just piles of shit,
What about Annette?
and that's okay.
What about Ingrid?
She's okay.
What about Sylvain?
He's the womanizer.
Oh. What about Ash?
He won't shut up about his dead dad.
What about Felix?
These gargoyles were
He's
effigies
just
of the
there.
vampire's
He's
enemies.
generic anime
In
edgelord man what likes to
corresponding
sword
murals,
fight.
They were impaled
What
by
about
heroic
the dude-
vampire
the dude-
warriors.
He's just Dimitri's bodyguard. He's his manservant.
What about Dimitri?
He sucks.
I bet he's got a big dick.
He doesn't.
Oh.
It's what the lance is for. He's overcompensating.
Straps on. What about Claude from
He's okay. He's cool.
What about Raphael? He's not even a turtle.
I like that guy. He's a good guy.
You'd like him, Serve. He punches stuff good.
I like that.
Oh, also, yeah, there's classes in this one that are just based around punching things.
Good game right there.
You can just go barehanded with no weapons and punch things to death.
Monks were pretty lame before.
The monks are not actually the barehanded class, weirdly. Monks are magic.
Yeah, they're healers.
Well, now if you can use if you can use magic, you can use all the magic.
That's
Like the skill system has been radically changed.
I don't
So
know
it's
how
like any class that has magic, you can use black and white magic simultaneously if that character knows the spell.
Black, white, and dark
And dark,
magic.
right?
what the fuck's dark?
Because that's... Black and dark magic are different.
Yeah.
So you don't have to equip different books to people anymore?
No.
No, they just have all the magic.
If they level up the magic skills, they learn the magic and then they just have it. And if they're a magic class, they just always have it on them.
Not my Fire Emblem. Game sucks.
Yeah,
Not
it's
like
way
the
better
old
than your
game.
Fire Emblem.
It's not
That's
better than
true.
Sacred Stones.
So much better.
It's pretty much better than Sacred Stones.
It's basically like someone took a Persona game and then mashed it together with Fire Emblem.
Isn't that what?
Who Who called it Fire Emblem and didn't call it Shin Megami Sensei?
By the way, now that you've actually seen the story of that game the whole way through, you realize how much better of a joke that is than it seems at first, right?
Yes.
Do you fight Satan at the end?
No.
Kind of. Depends on the route. All the routes have different final bosses.
They did make a Shin Megami
That's true.
Tensei game though. That also had Persona.
Not really.
I'm sorry, they did make a Fire Emblem game. They'd also have Persona.
We don't talk about
Mirage
that one.
Section.
Hey, but
Well, that
like
one's
this is
fine.
like that, but if it was a good game.
I thought people liked
Hey,
Tokyo
now.
Mirage Section.
Ooh.
I like Tokyo Mirage
See,
The
like-
Sessions.
300 people who watched it when Matt and Bully were playing.
Everybody likes Tokyo Mirage Section. It's canon to the Amala multiverse.
DFP, these
Not
squid
going
people
very
seem to be messing you up something fierce.
A little bit.
Shoot
I
them.
can't hit them
Stab him with your sword.
when I want to hit
Yeah,
them.
shoot them and then hit them. I feel like you could
Well, if I
shoot
just
them
go
and then
this
that would
way.
probably make them easier to hit. Like, I could be wrong,
If I just,
but I feel like that's how that would work.
what if I just go over here?
Look at it in the Amala multiverse. It's all canon. Everything. All the games are canon.
But where does the anime come in?
It's probably in there. Even the live action TV show's in there.
There was a
There was
live
a live
action Shin
action
Megami
TV show.
Tensei show.
This mysterious chamber was clearly significant. Perhaps I
The
would
books,
finally find the elusive
The
Borg
old version of
within.
Persona 4 and Persona 4 Golden, they're both canon at the same time.
I mean, yeah. There's nothing in Persona 4 Golden that really overwrites.
Well, Persona Vanilla Persona 4.
See, I can already tell this timeline is wrong because it says Persona X Detective is canon.
It
You
is,
know
but
it's not.
but it's canon in the vanilla Persona 4 timeline, not the Persona 4 Golden timeline, which is the one we're going down now. See, it's all canon.
You're saying it was part of a dead timeline?
Yeah, pretty much. I just love the idea that
Braziers
all
were
these
already
games that are
lit,
probably
still the door remains
probably
sealed.
not even meant to really be connected
Perhaps I'd
like
ignited too
this,
many.
it's all canon.
Oops.
Someone has gone through and put this together.
So dumb. I love it.
I fucked up.
The first thing I do whenever I join a Discord server is I post this and I try to talk to people.
That's your icebreaker.
That's my icebreaker. Hey, you guys like Persona? Here, let's talk about this.
How do I make the fire go away?
You can.
Water.
I don't have a water
Maybe you
reaver.
need to get one.
Pee on it.
Ah.
Yeah.
Shit. Balls. Go back up the hill to the courtyard.
So I was finishing Shin Megami Tensei 4, and I accidentally got the neutral ending.
That, I hear that takes talent.
Apparently, I mean, I just kind of answered honestly,
That was your
And,
first mistake.
and apparently I just
Yeah, how's it going, buddy?
What just happened?
What was that? Why did that guy just
don't
pop out of
know.
the bushes at you?
But oh my god!
Why did he do that to Mahal?
I don't know, but oh no!
Oh no!
slipped through the floor.
Oh shit! Oh, you ate it.
that supposed to
Good
happen?
job, loser.
No. That was amazing.
All right, let's try that again.
Let's take 2.
Do it again. I wasn't looking.
This time, don't get punched through the ground.
Talk about some insubstantial barricades.
The earth itself.
Oh. Just...
Apparently, somebody bought Tumblr for $3 million.
Oh, are they gonna put the porn back?
No.
Well, the
Like,
joke
who
is
cares?
the joke is that such a large website got sold for such little amount of money.
Well, yeah, it would have been worth way more if there was still porn on there.
Yeah, I don't
They
know
lost a
anybody
ton of
who-
their users.
I don't know anybody who used Tumblr not for that. It's the only reason Tumblr was banned at work.
It was that and fanfiction, and when they got rid of the porn, all the fanfiction users moved away too.
They went back to fanfiction.net.
Yeah. We went back to Archive of Our Own.
That's-
It's still a thing. That's where I get my hot fanfiction fix.
You think that's where Sonic 9000 is?
No.
Sonic.
Sonic 9000's too hardcore.
Positive aim to remember. Why is your screen all funny?
Because we're in the spiritual realm.
It's true.
What the fuck? Dude. When it's like a like a person in
Oh yeah, so when so in Soul Reaver 1 and Soul Reaver 2, I could just use these fun little like portals on the ground to switch between the spiritual realm and the physical realm. But Tony J is a dick and removes my ability to do that because Tony J is a big squid man who just placed them all over the place. So now I have to like hop into a corpse and then pop out.
But well, how come your cape and all that shit is still there?
Because I'm using my amazing focus to look like Raziel as opposed to a shambling corpse. Unlike these dudes who are also kind of that, where they're possessed by the soul of a race called the Hilden.
Isn't that a place in California?
No?
The Hilden Hotel, right?
That's Hilton.
What's the difference?
One's Hylden and the other is Hilton.
It's really loud.
The Hilden are from the bad game. Not that way. Maybe that
Go the
way.
right way. Haven't you played like 9 of these games already? You should know how to beat them.
Oh. Fire hurts. when you're a ghost, apparently. I'm so confused. Oh, I was not supposed to jump into the spiritual realm.
Why not?
Because now I can't do anything because I can't interact with doors as a ghost.
Can you at least get out of the spirit world?
I have to go back to where that corpse was.
Seems very poorly thought out.
I thought I had to switch to the spiritual realm, but I didn't. So that one's more on me than the game, really. But hey, we're like already back here. I can fuck up that window and be like, "What up, Vorador? I'm in your house, bitch." Now all these Hilden are all like, "Oh, I hate you, Raziel. You're a weird vampire man. You hate vampires. We cursed vampires to drink the blood and also not be able to do the sex."
What?
I mean, I guess they can still do the sex, they just can't make the babies.
Yeah, no more kids. Only way to make more vampires is to do the biting thing. Make more vampires that way.
Like vampires
Yep.
have babies.
These weird alien
Because
things.
they were cursed by the Hilden. Yeah.
Back when they had the race war.
Who won the race for?
Kind of a toss-up.
Yeah.
Vampires, like, banished these guys to another dimension where they got all fucked up and, like, became weird, deformed spirit monsters. But then also, these guys cursed the vampires back from across the dimensional barrier with the whole having to drink blood and not having kids thing. So they both got fucked up.
Nobody wins, is the lesson here.
The lesson is that the race war happened and everyone was the worse for it.
When did the third race come in and actually just sweep the other two?
I think that's humans.
Yeah.
Yeah, humans. We always win at the end. We never do
Humanity
anything bad.
first.
Wooly's a race traitor. He would submit to the aliens. Was it
To be
Wooly?
fair, I would too. I'd betray humanity in a second. Are you fucking kidding?
You saying you would betray humanity if aliens came by and they gave you alien shit?
Absolutely. What have humans done for me?
They gave you the internet and
You know,
wrestling and
But what if the
video
internet? What if the aliens have better internet and crazy alien wrestling?
and Hideo Kojima. They gave you Hideo Kojima.
How do you know he's not an alien?
How do you know he is?
I look at him. Look at all the shit he made. Look at the dialogue in his games, which clearly was not written by a human.
Listen, aliens gave you Benedict Cumberbatch, that weird alien man.
It's true. But he does an okay Doctor Strange.
Weird reptilian
Yeah.
man.
Horrible Snake Man. Oh, right, sir, did you see weird manga Benedict Cumberbatch
I have not.
from the Sherlock manga?
Oh, it's so
I
good.
have not.
Yeah, there was a manga based on the Sherlock with Benedict Cumberbatch. So there is like, yeah, no, it's a thing.
Like official or like a fan thing?
It's official.
That's weird. That's really weird.
and then post the cover.
Is that Sherlock show still going?
No.
Check it out.
He's so bishy.
Well, yeah. Look at it. Look at his horrible snake nose.
He does not.
He looks like a lizard person.
Why is he so buff?
For the
he
gal.
looks like halfway to being a JoJo character.
It's for later when the sex happens.
You're a pathetic man. His shirt's almost like busting out on the buttons. Can't contain those muscles, man.
Oh no! I'm trapped in a room by combat doors, which means I have to murder everyone in this room.
Why would you do that?
Because or else I can't get out. And also these are just weird alien men.
Making out look this.
Oh God. That's photoshopped or something, right?
No, that's real.
Looks like the fucking Loch Ness monster.
I'll do some more.
That one's definitely real.
Yeah, clearly. The other one I wasn't so sure on, but that one.
He looks so weird.
To make you ask questions, and it worked.
I can't find that old Tumblr page that was just pictures of.
This
Benedict
statue
Cumberbatch was
appeared to be
Matilda.
the same hero I had seen depicted in the fountain room. This had to be significant.
Block puzzles.
Isn't that what all of Soul Reaver is?
All Soul Reaver 1 is basically just block puzzles.
Just one giant block puzzle until you. You might swing a sword arrow once in a while.
Maybe.
Then and that's also what all of God of War is too. Maybe 2 as well. Just a bunch of shitty block puzzles.
I have never played a God of War game.
Not very good. The best one is the newest one. That one's kind of mediocre. You gotta poke everything with your sword.
Because I gotta turn all these dark orbs. I gotta fill all these dark orb souls with light.
Are you making a reference to a thing?
I am.
No, that's just how he
wouldn't know what that
talks.
thing is. What'd you say?
I don't know. Probably something terrible. Probably something just the worst.
The worst, the absolute worst.
Yeah.
Nothing else can be worse than it. Something that makes you go, man, I wish I was playing Final Fantasy Lightning Returns. Like that TFP?
I wouldn't say go that far, but just something that's like, man, wish I was playing
Final Fantasy
El
13
Shaddai.
What about The Lost Child,
That's-
the official sequel to El Shaddai?
That is so weird, and I kind of love how weird it is.
God, what was the name of that character?
Enoch?
Enoch?
No, Young Lightning. What was her name?
Oh, Lumina.
Lumina.
Lumina. With Young Lightning. Who just so happens to look
Oh.
exactly like her younger sister. God, that game went places.
Not good places, but
It went
places.
some, yeah. Remember when the final boss was just the author having like a...
It was just Motomu Toriyama, maker of such hit games as The Third Birthday.
You know, the second game in the Parasite Eve series...
Parasite Eve 2.
Yeah, the second game in the Parasite Eve series.
Uh-huh.
That game's not very good. But it didn't kill the whole... It didn't halt the whole franchise, but I guess it kind of did, because Their Birthday didn't come out to the PS3. Their Birthday ensured that they wouldn't make another one. The game is so bad.
Man.
I said I do like the ending of Parasite Eve 2, it's just everything else just kind of sucks. And it's
I'm
weird
missing
that it
one more of these dark orbs.
Yeah, it's right there, I see it.
No, you don't. I don't believe you.
Would I lie?
Yes?
When have I ever lied?
Often?
I always tell the truth. I would never. It's recently turned this really cool, quirky, turn-based RPG. What is it? What's more active metal RPG? Parasite Eve.
Aha!
Like a shitty Resident Evil.
Treachery!
Can you find this last ball already?
No.
I'm working on it.
Why would he do that?
He seems lost.
No, he knows what he's doing.
Do I?
Is he
Clearly.
he's just buffering the frames.
How could you possibly have played for this long and not know what you're doing? That'd be crazy.
Is it?
Yes.
Tippy, you're the best gamer out of all of us.
Am I?
You're so
You've
good that
definitely
I called
played
you a
the
gamer.
most. I feel as though you have played the most games, which makes you the best by default.
Yeah.
Mm,
You've also have ran the most anime conventions, which makes you the most anime out of all.
It's true.
remember when you said you never told lies? Yeah, that lasted a good long time.
I'm not lying. You did. You ran a whole convention. Make me mad. Back me up on
Oh,
this.
I think that is supposed to be a way that you that you're actually supposed to get that one orb and not just do a weird jump like I did.
That bookshelf that you're futzing around with.
Yeah. Alright. Lower level, painting, break it. Lower level, thing, up the stairs near the sword. Go over here. Oh, no, okay, you were supposed to do the weird jump, which means...
CFP plays the most games out of us. Does he also finish the most games out
I don't
Tiffy,
know.
how many games do you start and just not finish?
823?
Oh, okay. Is that how many games you have on Steam?
No, that's how many games on my video game logging thing that I have listed as unfinished. Okay, apparently that first one is the hardest. Go up the other set of stairs toward the end. Oh, up here somewhere. So you were supposed to pull that one out to jump up to that other one and not do the weird jump, but up here is another one. There we go.
Is there like a page or something that gives you?
I have a guide up
No, but the
because
game.
oh, well, like they have handles is the hint that like, oh, you can pull this around.
I don't know if it's just a stream, but it's just kind of dark.
Oh, I haven't.
This was indeed the vampire warrior depicted in the fountain room, for here was the hero's weapon. This could be the key to solving the riddle of the fountain.
Hooray!
You got a spear?
I received the blood drinker.
Aren't you the blood drinker?
No, eat souls.
No, I'm the soul reaver. In more ways than one.
Is Kain the blood drinker?
He drinks blood.
Also, oh god. I was trying to find where you were in this guide, and I just realized when you said that the reason I couldn't find it was because you were so much higher up on this page than I thought. I was like, oh, he's somewhere near the end of the chapter by now, surely. And then I looked, it was like, oh no.
No.
Okay.
To be fair, I mucked up this section a little bit because I started one section and then fucked it up, and then because remember when I messed up a jump and I was like, oh no, I have to do this again, and then I just went back to do the thing in the right order. Not that way.
What a mansion.
This is Vorador's mansion. Vorador is a cool guy.
Mordor?
Vorador.
Voldemort?
Vorador.
Voldo?
Yes, Voldo's mansion.
He's rich, you know that, right? He's Italian.
Oh no, statues are gonna attack
This
me.
game sure likes throwing the fucking statues to fight.
Yeah.
It's like that one chapter of Gantz. They fight statues. Actually, no, there's two. They fight statues twice. You know all about Gantz. You know that.
I don't know anything about Gantz.
This is the first thing you're hearing about.
I feel like I've heard the name, but if you ask me what it's about, I'm gonna say, is it a giant robot thing?
No. People die and then they're faxed over to the. They gotta fight aliens.
Ow! Stop beating me up.
Maybe Matt loves carrots.
I know very little about Gantz.
I'm surprised
No, not really. It's like it was a thing that was around, but never seemed super interesting.
You at least know about the guy that fights an alien.
Yeah, doesn't it he just die? 'Cause he's like, I'm gonna hit that before I die, and then he tries, and it's like, well, that didn't work.
No, I think he tries to hit it and then dies.
Yeah.
Hal Jordan!
What?
No, he goes for easier targets.
Okay. He goes for children,
Yeah.
that's right.
He'll talk about that, but Epstein is off limits, huh?
Yes. That's how this works.
Fine. Let's talk about Hitman.
I like Hitman games, they're
Yeah.
fun.
Have you played
I didn't
Hitman 2?
forget that Hal Jordan was. Really
Yeah. I haven't played any of like the DLC stuff, but I've played Hitman 2.
I played the Hitman 1, the new one, the one after Absolution.
The Hitman.
The one that is just
There are
Hitman.
2 games called Hitman TFT.
Technically, no, because the first one is Hitman Contracts.
Nobody calls it that.
But that's its
That game
name.
sucks anyway.
It's true. It's not great.
Honestly, all the Hitman games kind of suck. Up until
New Hitman's really good.
Absolution could have been good, but they just fucked everything about that.
I like New Hitman a lot.
Oh no, new Hitman is great. I'm talking about
Oh, you're talking about old Hitman?
older. Every game after Hitman, before those games, the games before that one, bad.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
Remember when they made a Hitman movie?
They've made 2.
I thought they just made the one.
No. There are 2.
I remember one of the Hitman movies had, well, I guess, yeah, one of them had the guy that he had Kevlar under his skin.
That seems painful.
Well, he did it so he could shot.
Yeah, there was the one with Timothy Oliphant that they did This Ain't No Game on. And then they were going to reboot it, and they were going to reboot it with Paul Walker. And then Paul Walker got in a car crash. And so it became somebody else, and that movie is terrible.
This is not Doug.
No, like, Paul Walker was going to be in that movie, and then he died.
Oh, okay. So then that's a fairly recent movie.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
thought
it
would
is.
have been like a 2000.
No, it's like 2016, I think that was when that came out.
That's why I asked. I was like, how recent? Because
Hold on, let me... Man, Agent... 2015, my bad.
that's way too recent to be doing video game movies of that poor quality.
Rupert Friend was the hitman. Zachary Quinto was also in that movie. Ciaran Hinds. And someone who is just listed as Angela Baby.
Angela, baby. Should be doing this shit.
Her stage name came from the combination of her English name Angela and her nickname Baby.
Whoa! You don't say! I'll be right back. Gotta check on my phone.
I get that this door is probably like an old vampire lady or something, but she kind of looks like Ariel.
I was reading some.
Apparently that Hitman movie grossed $82 million worldwide against a $35 million budget.
Is that the one with? Oh God, what's his name? Timothy Oliphant. Was that a different?
No, this is the new
Okay,
one.
I forgot about the other one. Kind of like I never saw anything about that one.
It kind of just came out and
Who
then
was it?
no one talked
Yeah.
about it because it was terrible. It was Rupert Friend.
Rupert Friend. Okay. I don't know that name. Just makes me think of Demolition Man.
He was in.
That man's head is weirdly shaped. His face is too low on his
Yeah.
head.
He was in a bunch of things that I don't know. And Homeland, that is another show that my parents watch. And it was going to be Paul Walker, and then it wasn't. Ooh. Okay. We're good. We're okay.
You're okay?
Everything's fine. If I fuck up this jump again, the stream is over.
You did it.
I haven't done it yet. Hold on. Go over here. Oh, I didn't actually have to restart this whole thing. Whoops. Oh well. But now we go over. Shit. You fuck it up. Somewhere there should be a fallen statue that I can jump up to somewhere. Maybe I have to be in the physical realm? Oh, I see it. Okay. So we have to do this. And then this. Let's try that again.
Tumblr has a new owner, and it's going to keep the porn banned.
Then what's the point?
Having a blog without porn?
What's the point?
Nobody goes on Tumblr to read your stupid fucking blog.
Apparently WordPress is the new owner. So the
That's
owner
weird.
of WordPress is the new owner. Not technically WordPress itself.
Why would you go to Tumblr to make a blog to go on WordPress? WordPress is so cheap.
That's true.
You know how many WordPress websites or sites they had? Kid.
Many. You know how many WordPress sites I had?
15.
None. I think I have one now that I haven't used in 10 years or whatever, but
I've heard of it before, but I don't know what it is.
it's like a blog. It's just
The thing you make
just
your
do you
own
want to
blog.
run a blog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's super simple to do. You can easily just put backlinks and shit. I guess you could say it's kind of like a blog. Tumblr. But that being more archaic.
Yeah, like it's less of a social media thing like Tumblr is, and more of like no, this is for people who are trying to do serious blogs.
You want to have like a quick website you want to make?
Freaky little Warcraft cool versions of these guys still weird me out.
goblins and I hate elves.
Wow.
Fuck elves.
Racist.
Yeah, fuck elves.
Elves are cool, though.
They're pompous douchebags.
Yeah.
You want to be a douchebag? A pompous one at that?
I already am a pompous douchebag. Come on.
Pompous douchebags don't run anime.
Exactly. That's why I'm a pompous douchebag, because I don't run anime
That's not what
conventions.
the lore book says.
Who wrote this lore book?
I'm assuming Serve.
We all did.
Probably.
We all did it. Together. TFP, he didn't have a hand in it.
We're all incriminated in this.
We were gonna give TFP the right to do it, but he started
He missed it because he
vandalizing
was hosting that convention at the time.
Well, he started vandalizing it too, saying that he wasn't
Oh.
running that convention when he clearly,
Revisionist history. It's a shame.
like the Dragon Quest guy.
I just saw the thing that will let me turn back into a physical thing, but I don't. There it is. Camera angles. This is a long chapter.
Just fly. Can't you fly? Can you fly?
No, because my wings are all fucked up because of the end of, or because of the beginning of Soul Reaver 1. But anyway, it's been a little over 2 hours. We're gonna do this puzzle next time. Join us then for more Legacy of Kain Judgment. Legacy of Kain Defiance, not Legacy of Kain Judgment. What am I talking about?
Go play Judgment though. It's a good game.
It is. It's a very good game. This really seems like the longest chapter in the game, by the way. But, yeah. Go play Judgment. Good night, everybody.
I don't know. Did I get it in there?
Also play this game.
Yeah, it's alright.
Oh,